season, bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. The Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Powers through the defender. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now, when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football.
Pulls it in on the right. Off and running. Pass attempt, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Miami's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last weekend.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Pride. With the catch, it's Camarda. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On the move. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open. In the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Hurricanes are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Pride. And that's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Back to throw, it's Pride. That's it, Pride. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yardage.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Can't get him to the ground. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Floats it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Canes are flying down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Breaks into the open. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Snagged in the middle. It's Chubb. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Leach. Turning on the Jets. He's at and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Prime. They've got the screen set up. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. the play fake on first down to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Canes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You've got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Good timing on the quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Sends it downfield. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Pride. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. To throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. To the air, it's Pride. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Tie game here early in the 2nd half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, pass to Marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. There he goes! And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback keeper. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense, unstoppable. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Pride. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Locked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Leach. Now he gives him a little more breathing room as he works his way out to the 17.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Gonna swing it on second down. Swings it out to the flat. He's past the 30. Pushed through behind his pad. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end of this defense moving forward.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The corners are walked up tight. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. And now they take the lead. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To the air, it's Pride. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Camarda. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun on third down. He makes the grab, and he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on third down. To throw, it's Fry. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he brokered the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Oregon State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, now. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Under fire. Working on the right. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Clemson. They move on top here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown, now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Pride. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
That's reeled in. It's Chop. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Chop. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Chop. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Finds the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. After that last pickup, in field goal range, but still time to go for the win. Throws to the tight end. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes down right there, but not coming up with a big interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one.